So I went and checked out The Conjuring again today, and I saw it on Thursday night when it first was released, and I didn't get to do a review for it right away. I don't know why, but now I'm going to do a review. And I'm sorry that it's a few days late, but hopefully people can still check it out. If you guys are still debating about seeing it, it made a lot of money, and I'm happy for the amount of money it did make. It only cost $20 million to make, and it made like 40, so that's a good profit there. But it's based on a true story of a paranormal investigators, a couple, Ed and Lorraine Wallace, played by Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. But, you've seen her in a few things. She was in The Departed, and she's in that show, Bates Motel. But anyways, they have a good track record of the things they do, and they're called upon this family of 7 who just moved into this farmhouse. And so, they take it, and it ends up being their worst case that they've dealt with in their lives. It's based on a true story, and it seems like paranormal movies, demonic movies, are the movies that scare me the most. There's a few parts of the movie where I'm just covering my eyes, but my favorite horror movies are slasher films, like Friday the 13th and Halloween, but the movies that scare me the most are the movies that involve paranormal things and demonic. So I was looking forward to this, and it looks really scary, and it's directed by James Waan, who's got a good record for movies, directing like Insidious, and he's going to direct Fast 7, so I was actually looking forward to this, and it actually did look scary, and I was so happy that it was rated R. So here's my review for The Conjuring now. Right off the bat, you get some scary things that they're just kind of looking into Ed and Lorraine's past investigation. So I like that they went and talked about some of their other things, and it was really scary. So they're trying to set you up for the things that they've dealt with. I like that. Then it actually slowed down a lot. It took them a while to actually get to what the plot and the reason behind the demonic presence was. So it did take a while, but actually looking at it a second time, I did like that they did that because it built it up perfectly. It wasn't right off the bat there was something scary and the demonic presence was there and it was crazy. It was a little step at a time to build up to this possession thing. And they dealt with things like, I smell this meat, and they don't know what it is yet, and she has these bruises on her arms, and the little girl thinks that her sisters are playing with her feet while they're sleeping. So little things build up, and it's tiny at the beginning, and then it's more and more and bigger until they just can't take it anymore, and they call Ed and Lorraine Warren, and it just gets out of control. So once that Ed and Lorraine Warren are there, I actually felt comfortable and less scared when they were there. It's something about them. They were very good at what they were doing, Patrick Wilson and Vera. So I actually felt comfortable and less scared that they were there. I don't know why. I just felt more comfortable, and it was great that they were there, and they were good at what they were doing. I like Patrick Wilson. He was good in Insidious, and they were good now, and you actually believe that they were really good paranormal demonic investigators. So I like that. This movie wasn't, well, I don't think it was heavy on jump scares, but a lot of people in the theater were screamed. There was a funny scene where it was quiet, and then someone in the theater sneezed really loud, and everybody screamed. So I'm glad that there was that funny thing in the theater to get the vibe going. But there was a lot of things that you were expecting to be really scary. You're like, oh God, oh God, oh God. And then it was scary, but then there's also times where it they built it so perfectly in the beginning, you're scared, and they're like, okay, oh, that wasn't so scary. But the plot, the reason behind the demonic presence, I actually thought was pretty cool. Not gonna explain it, but it took a while for them to actually explain why there was a demonic presence there. So, The Conjuring it's great with visuals. It's scary. Um, Great plots, great acting. It's better than some of the recent paranormal movies, like in Sinister. I love Sinister, and this was somewhat better than Sinister, better than that Possession movie, and some of the most recent ones. So I think The Conjuring was really good. On Insidious, by the way, it has like the same exact style of music in Insidious, which is freaking creepy. You know, like the organ playing. They play that, and it's just so terrifying. I think the music is what is so intense, and it gets people going, and it's scaring. So it's got that same style of music from Insidious. Compared to Insidious, Insidious got weird. So I would have to say The Conjuring. There was like those jump scare moments, not a lot, but there were a few, and it was creepy. It makes me not watching The Conjuring makes me never want to play hide and clap. Makes me want to really, really check out my house that I buy. I mean, intensely check it out, and makes me always want to keep my door shut at night. So those things, I think it was a good movie. I highly recommend checking out The Conjuring for anybody. It was rated R. Reading up some things that I look at it, I don't understand why it's rated R, but the MPAA rating says that for how scary it was, it had to be rated R. So there were a lot of scary moments, and I had a good time with it. So I want you guys to check out The Conjuring if you guys haven't yet. If you're waiting for it to, your theater to not be full. So definitely check out The Conjuring, as it was a good movie, and I highly recommend it to a lot of the horror fans and people who just want to see a movie. So this is Just Watches Movies, and I'll be doing a review for R.I.P.D. tonight, so I'll see y'all later. Bye.